Yo, what's up? I've been away skiing the last couple of weeks, so I didn't upload at all. I haven't uploaded for about 10 days or so, but yeah, so if that's where you're wondering where I've been. I've been skiing in the what's called Swedish Alps. It's about a 6-hour drive from where I live, Gothenburg, Swedish West Coast, and then I just drive up. I think some people drive through Norway, through Oslo, and then up. Yeah, so it's like it's everyone that lives in Sweden. It's Sälen, S-A with two dots on top, L-E-N. Very popular. And then a couple of hours north of that, they have ski championships, like very famous ones, like in Åre, A with an O, A with a circle on top, R-E. If you know how to spell, if you want to know how to spell it, then look it up or something. So that's where I went at least. Not that that matters. I haven't been skiing for about a year, so that was good fun. I went with my neighbor. We had a good time, as well as my family, so we chilled and did that. Went off piste, did jumps, did tricks, the usual. Um, that is not why I'm here though. Flyers, now that football season's over, I'm focusing more on hockey, NHL hockey. That's what I was kind of concerned about when there was the lockout. I was like, what am I going to cover after football season's over? Thinking hockey if that starts, MLS maybe. Keep my options open. Um, so Flyers, they're 6-9-1, not what many people imagined, especially Flyers fans. I was expecting at least a 6-9-1. That's 16 games. I was expecting at least 8 and 8 at the very least, or hoping like 12-6. That doesn't even make any sense, does it? It does. 12-8. No, it doesn't. What am I doing? 12-6. No, 12-4. What am I? Sorry, I've had a long day. Woke up early, had to go to school and did a couple of tests. So Flyers against Islanders. They need to get. It's a short season, so they need to get the wins rolling. And what a perfect game to get back on track against a game against the Islanders. Well, Briere with the lone goal against Canadians. So he scored midway through the third or second or something like that. I didn't watch the game because I stayed in the cabin and then the TV just showed like Swedish ice hockey games. I had no connection to whatsoever. I watched the Winnipeg game though and the Carolina game on my computer. Streamed it. So that was pretty good. That was good fun. Got to see those games. From what I saw, they're playing a lot better defensively and on the power play. So there's still hope. They just need to get their stuff together, and then they should be fine. They just need to get their A game up, and then they're going to be good. And if they beat the Islanders tonight, I think they're going to have a swift. They're going to realize, oh, we should be winning these games. So they're going to win the rest of those games. Hopefully they beat Pittsburgh on Tuesday. If they play them on Tuesday, or it's Tuesday or Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, they play Pittsburgh. Well, my app's a bit weird, so it's not going to show really. If you have ESPN ScoreCenter, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like the update made you have to make an account to like get alerts, which is what I did. And then like since I live in another time zone, when I click Wednesday, it shows Tuesday games, but they're at 2 a.m. instead of like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock when they're played in America. So it's a bit weird. So I have to click like 3 times to get to 2 days space. Or I have to click 3 times to get to a game that was played on a Tuesday night. Or if this doesn't make any sense. Alright, but I'm going to drop it. Yeah, so if they beat the Islanders, they most likely will. The Islanders have been struggling against the Flyers the last 3 years. A lot. And they've gone like 6 wins or something like that. I think the Islanders won last game though against Flyers. Like the last game, it was like they swept. They won. So we beat them 5-1 in games last year. Um, well, um, they just need to play well. I think if they played the way they did against the Canadians, they're not going to win. If they play the way against they did, they were outshot a lot in Winnipeg. I'm surprised they won that game. Carolina, they just played a bit of sloppy sometimes. But if they play like the way they did against, what was a good win? It's a bit far back, but against Florida Panthers when they won 7-1. Now Florida aren't too bad of a team, and they just have bad luck. So if they play like they did in that game, if they play the way they did that game, they should win. Holy shoot. NBA All-Star Game. I'm not too much of an NBA fan, but All-Star Game, the West won, obviously. So, I don't know. I'm not too much of an NBA fan, so I won't be covering. I might mention some 76er scores or whatnot. Oh, my dog's barking. Yeah, so Phillies season's starting to heat up soon. They went down to Florida last week. I checked the Phillies schedule. They're playing a couple of games while I'm in the area, so hopefully I'll be able to catch a couple of games. What else? That's about it. Flyers play tonight. I hope they win, or this afternoon. Tonight for me. And then I think they play the Penguins on Thursday or Tuesday. My mind's kind of loopy these days. I don't even know what date it is today. Let me just check. It's the 18th of February. I thought it was like the 27th of February or something. My head's it's been spinning all day. Yeah, so hopefully Flyers win to get back on track, and then yeah, they make it. They're like 3 points away from playoff spot, so they just need to win games, win games, win games, win games. They like a streak where they won, lost, won, lost, won, lost, won, lost. So they'll take the good with the bad. I think with this game, they'll win, but I don't think it'll look pretty. But a win's a win. So I'll talk to you guys later. I might make a video later on this week. I got football practice tomorrow night, so probably not then. Wednesday, maybe. Next week I'm in Sweden. You just have like a job week where you go to a place and then you work for them for a week. It's like job experience week. So I was first assigned to work at like a random gardening store, which is like 45 minutes away from my house. So you wrote like a special list, like what you wanted to do. You heard this up. I want to become a sports journalist when I'm older, or journalism, or something like that, along those lines with like sports. That was my first choice. Second choice was like busboy. Third choice was like something with languages, because I'm good with languages. I lived overseas, and yeah. The thing I was given was gardening, which I don't know how the heck they got to that, which is 45 minutes away from my house, which they were supposed to choose something close. So if it would have been like the gardening store like half a block that way, I wouldn't have cared. I'm like, okay, whatever, I get to go home early, sweet. So I talked to my parents. They're like, ah, that sucks. So I spoke to my teacher the next day, and she said, well, if you have something that you want to do instead, then go for it. So I contacted my old PE teacher. He's a nice dude. So he's like, yeah, sure, you can come work. I was like, sweet. So I'm working at my old school for a week, being a PE teacher. Gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. I have an easy schedule, so I might make a couple videos then, because I might end early, because I start at 11 next Monday, so gonna be a nice week. And then I go to America 2 weeks after that, so good. Alright, talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.